defensively.
Inside again, and Room's able to finish.
Mark Schmidt does not like zone.
Here's a man with a hot hand lately for Fordham, Mandel Thomas with the three-pointer. Home of this A-10 matchup. Both teams shooting the ball awfully well. Brian Smith drills the three.
And such a quick release on the perimeter.
Mandel Thomas, other end for three of his own. 10 on the shot clock. Frazier simply pulled for three, and he got it. And he's going to try and create. Gives it to Canty, and the big fella able to pick up two. Fordham's look to run a little more often tonight. Mandel Thomas.
That sequence right there.
Now Kloof in the lane and lost control. Frazier on the break.
Well, that's as disappointing of a loss as I've had since I've been here at Fordham, in my opinion. I thought it was, my assistants did a great job devising a game plan. We knew what we needed to do. Our keys to the game were to be able to control the paint and the glass. If we were able to do that and really commit to rebounding and defending, we were going to be fine. We worked on it. They did a good job for 2 days, and we came out and they didn't do it. And it's on me. But team shoots 50%, and they're plus 12 on the backboards. They have 17 offensive rebounds. They're undefeated this year when they get 16 or more offensive rebounds. And the numbers all played true tonight. So, you know, we had guys looking like they were playing in quicksand. Defensively, they weren't moving their feet. They had 44 points in the paint. A good number on offensive rebounds, but also a good number on just layoffs after guys penetrated, or in a couple of cases, guys just getting all the way to the rim. So, this one's going to stick for a while. With me, anyway.
Coach, it seems like defense has been the issue all season. How do you get in practice and work with these guys to stop letting up 70 to 80 points a game?
Well, you know, once again, we're doing an incredible number of defensive drills every day. You know, defense and rebounding is 80% effort, 20% technique, in my opinion. It's always been that way. So they have to find it in themselves to dig down and do it, and we've seen spurts of them doing it, but they're not doing it consistently. And in turn, that kills you offensively, because now you're trying to score against organized defense every trip, because they're scoring, you know, and the ball's going through the net, as compared to coming out, and the term we always use is rebound to run. But our big guys aren't going and getting the ball off the glass, and very often it's not their fault. They're the only one. And the guards are not committed to going and doing it. So I would think that there's a good chance, if possible, for us to play big the rest of the year, because I've kind of made a decision tonight that if these guards are not going to play big, then we will. You know what I mean? If they're not going to go rebound the basketball, they're all capable of having big rebounding games. They've done it in the past. But to play 33 minutes and have 1 rebound, or, you know, 2, 3 rebounds. It's just Mandel Thomas is as big time an athlete as I've coached. 37 minutes, he has 2 rebounds. It's not just him, but it's all of them, and they've got to understand what this is all about. So, changes are coming.
Aside from the rebounding, though, Mandel, a good game, I thought.
Yeah, decent game. I mean, you know, he's got to get more than 11 shots. He's too good a player. You know, he doesn't understand the impact he can have. He had no assists and 3 turnovers. You know, we had 17 turnovers. They didn't impress us. And we were averaging 11 turnovers a game for a while, so for a long time. So that was one of the things that was keeping us in games. Our field goal attempts every game were plus 10 just about against our opponents, and one of the reasons was we weren't turning the ball over. But when you give up 17 offensive rebounds, I mean, you know, they're plus 10 or plus 8 tonight because of that.
What went wrong for you guys on those 2 runs? What did you run at the end of the first half, and then to close out the game, basically?
Well, I thought there was a run with about 8 minutes where there were like 4 calls in a row. That jump ball that was called a timeout for them. There was a ball that went off their legs that was called their ball underneath. There was a goaltend. I didn't see it great from our end, but you know, Mandel, it's not uncommon for him to go and get a ball up on the glass. I don't know if that ball got the glass for her. So there was a series of calls that it was just like boom, 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 and We came down and got nothing. They came down and scored, and the lead extended from, I think, 8 to 16 in that time. But I'll have to watch the film on that. But that was basically it. You know, we're going down having empty trips. And, you know, we shoot as a team 41%. And it's just not good enough. We haven't won basketball games tonight. You know?
Severe seemed a little bit out of control, 6 turnovers today. How do you try to keep him composed when teams know what he's going to do and he wants to try to do it?
Well, that's just maturity. And I feel for him at times because Brandon's the only senior, and he doesn't have a group of veterans around. Everyone showing him, hey kid, here's how you do it, along with the coaching staff. John's mistakes are out of aggression and out of competitiveness. They're not out of selfishness. You know what I mean? He wants to go make a play. And he's still going through a process as a freshman, realizing these are plays he made in high school that he's not going to make in the Atlantic 10. Getting to the rim. You know, you got to really pick and choose when you can get to the rim if you're 6 feet tall. You know, he made a 3, and then he had 2 right on the heel. Good misses, we call them. I mean, it's right there. And those 2 didn't go down, and that was a critical point in the game, too, because right then they extended their lead a little bit. But, yeah, you just keep coaching them. That's all you can do.
What were Wright and Cumberbatch doing to them that gave you problems? Why weren't you guys able to adjust to those 2?
Well, I mean, we did to a certain degree because, you know, as I look at the 3-point line, that's what we were concerned with Wright. We were like, chase him inside the 3-point line. If he gets 2s, we're okay with that. Cumberbatch, I just thought out-toughed us. I thought he made plays where, you know, his toughness got him over the top on a number of occasions. And, you know, he went and got 5 rebounds on the defensive end. He started a couple breaks for them. He did some good things that way. But we were concerned about Wright, especially from beyond the arc. And Kloof had been shooting the ball well recently, too. So those were... but other than that, we wanted to pack it in and try to take away a lot of the things that they did, but they were still able to get into the lane, penetrating the ball. It all starts with defense, guys. If you can't contain the basketball, you might as well just get on the bus.
Canty seemed to give you some good effort.
Yeah, he gave us energy. Yeah, Ryan gave us some good energy, but, you know, there's spurts, you know. That's the problem. You know, we have a night where Canty gives us decent minutes and has 9 rebounds, and then other nights when he doesn't and Rooms does. You know, I'm still waiting for the night where we haven't had a game yet where our starting 5 has all played their A game. Maybe with the exception of like Manhattan, and that was Thanksgiving. That was a while back. So I mean, we're looking for that more consistent effort from multiple people.
You mentioned energy. Is it just them? Is it confidence? What? Because they put their head down. How do you try to keep their heads up in practice and games when they feel frustrated a lot of the times?
Yeah,
Is it maturity?
Yeah, to a degree, and it's also the residue of losing. You know, there's been a long history here since we've been here, obviously, and then prior to us being here. So it's it really is an interesting concept. As a coach, you're trying to break that, and I constantly tell them, next play, forget that, next play. And that's what good players do. And then you worry about the mistakes you made at the end of the night. It seems like they carry that burden. They are trying. You know, they're good kids and they're trying to make plays, but they're not just getting they're not getting it done. And you know, a team comes into your building and plays harder than you, and that's what Bonnie's did tonight. That's the bottom line, and that's unacceptable to me. Good? Thank you all very much.